Happy Friday, everyone. Smoking my JM Boswell with some Orlick Golden Mixture. Looking at my pipe stand. Now you see my Boswell. That sits nice. This pipe I just found out my Wessex will fit nice in my pipe stand. I just wanted to make a pipe stand for myself for my Svenborg, and I'm just checking out my work. This is basswood. Basswood is the carver's chosen wood to use because it's not difficult to carve, hand carve. So there's a little bit of unevenness here, and I'm going to try carving it, and then I'm going to sand it back out. So, welcome. Thank you to the new subscribers again to the channel. I am learning the craft of wood carving, and I'll tell you what, it is not an easy thing. It takes patience, a lot of patience, but it's very relaxing. It gives me a chance to smoke a pipe and enjoy what I'm doing. Let's go with a different knife. I just need to flatten this out. Put the pipe down. No coffee tonight, by the way. Just need to flatten this out just a little bit. I don't know if you can see just a little bit of that curve. It's right in here. So that needs to flatten out. Now I could sand it out, and I will finish it with the Dremel. To give it a nice, and some sandpaper, hand sanding, good old fashioned hand sanding. I think we're just about there. Just about there. Let's see. See, now this was made for my beloved Svenborg, but my Wessex, which is another big pipe, can fit well in here. Let's see. Let's try Big Mick. Let's see how Big Mick fits in there. See, Big Mick won't fit in there too well. I got to do a different type of. So that's and then there's my. So my thick and chunky pipes fit really well. And my other pipes, like the bowl rounded, smooth rounded, I'm gonna have to make different pipe stands for them. So then I'm gonna stain some board. I bought some new stain today, Sedona Red. I'm gonna try it out on this. I'm hoping to finish this while you are all here. Getting ready to break the Dremel out. So, I'll be right back. Thank you, and we're back. So, I got my wood file because I can pretty much control it. So, as someone who's taken up the art of woodworking, and I call it an art because some of these channels that I'm watching, Good grief. These people are amazing. What they can do is amazing. And this isn't going to be perfectly shaped or anything, but I'm going to make it as best I can. So, take a quick puff on the old pipe. I'm going to do the best I can, and then I'm going to stain it and see what the basswood comes out looking like with stain. We saw what the tiger maple does. You know, it's got like some of that. And this is work I did with a Dremel. Those are burn marks. I could sand those out. That's going to be a tamper for me. Everybody's making tampers. I don't know if I'm going to continue to make tampers. I don't know. Everybody can make tampers. People can make tampers that are a lot nicer than the tampers I make. They're a lot fancier. I keep them plain and simple. So I'm going to put my mask on for this part because this gets really nasty dusty. And tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to let me move some stuff around here. And I'm going to move the mic because this is going to get loud. So I'm going to move the mic over to here. That way, this Dremel's like a dentist tool. That way you won't hurt your ears so much. So here we go. See how it creates a lot of dust? Now I'm not pressing very hard on this. We're almost there. I think we'll be done with the Dremel for now. Set this mic someplace where you can hear me. So I got it almost where I want it. So there's some rough spots in here. I don't know if you can see them. They're hard to see, so I'm just gonna try to smooth them out. And like I said, first pipe stand that I've carved, semi-carved. I carved part of it, and then I cut the rest of it on the scroll saw. I wanted to hand carve the whole thing, but it was very time consuming. And it was taking a lot of time. So, but basswood is the choice. of wood carvers because it's easy wood to work with, like I was saying before. And forgive me for not talking much. I'm just trying to concentrate here so I can get this where I want it. I don't want it to look too rough. Now what I can do and what I will do is this you can dip in a little bit of water to clean it off, or you can take a wet rag and you can clean it off and clean the dust off, because you don't want any of that dust on there when you go to stain. It won't look right. So almost there. I'm just rounding off the edges. I don't like sharp edges on any of on my projects, that is. So as you can see, I'm working on just another hillbilly like the one I have up top. This one's actually turning out better than that one did. That was my first try. Almost there. I love doing this woodworking stuff. The only thing I don't like about it is cleanup. Cleanup is a pain. And then it gets in my beard, it gets in my hair, and you can wear a mask and you still get some in your face, and it's just not a lot of fun. So put the file there, put that there. Let me get the trash can, get some of this dust off the table. What I didn't do was I didn't bring down a thing of water so I could wipe this down, but I did bring a bottle of water. So mask is coming off for now, because it's hard to get good breath here. Let's use one of these rags. Let's use a non-lint rag. That's too big. Let me get something else here. Let's get one of these gray ones. I do have some water, so I can do that. I can pour some water. Now, I will not be smoking a pipe when I'm running the stain on it. I'm going to pre-stain it first, so that'll give the stain a nice even finish. I have that over in the cabinet, and I'll have to get some of that. So, just want to make the rag damp. That's all. I'm just going to wipe down. And here, when you do this too, you can see any blemishes that you have when you wipe the dust off. You can see anything that's in there that you might need to take some more time and do some more sanding to get it looking good. So like I said, it's my first one, so you can see how, and we'll let that dry. it's just a little, little damp. Clean off the table here a little bit. See all that dust that comes off the table? That's why you need to clean it. That's why you need to clean it on occasion. And like I said, this isn't the ideal spot to work. But with my neck, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the. With my neck being what it is, it's kind of ideal for me. So while that dries a little bit, got some sandpaper in today for my disc sander. Got some 80 grit, 120 grit, 180 grit, and I'm going higher and higher and higher. The higher the number, the finer the grit, and the smoother you can get. And unfortunately, with this Dremel that I have, I don't have I think that's the smoothest. Nope, that's a finer grit. So I could change this out, which I might do at some point. That's a finer grit one. But for now, I think I'll just leave it alone, because I hand sanded it down and it's suitable for me. So that's all hand. I drew the lines and took my Dremel tool to it. So it's just burn. Those are just burn marks, and they'll come off with a little bit of sanding. And that's what happens when you hold the tool there too long. Tends to leave a little bit of a burn mark on there. So, the next time you see me, you will see the stain and the finish of my pipe stand. It's still a little wet, so it's going to dry for a little bit. I'm going to work on some more whittling or carving, as you would call it, while I wait for that to dry. Put my sandpaper away in my drawer for my disc sander, and this is for the 6-inch. This will go on my machine over there. So my hand sander is I think a 3-inch, 4-inch. This is for 6-inch. This is from the machine. Big sanding machine I have, the belt sander and the disc sander that I have up there. Really nice tools to start out with. You don't need a whole lot to start out with. Also going to be cutting. I got an order to do a pipe tray, and what did I do with that? I put it here somewheres. Oh, it's on my shelf unit. I put a sticky note there who I'm doing. So I got the wood for the pipe tray, tobacco tray, and I'm going to cut that wood down tonight, get that, try to get that glued up tonight. Depends on how late it gets. I'm not a late, I don't stay up late. So, I think I'll cut that next. And if I have time, I'll do some more work on this guy. and we'll see how he turns out. But that's about it. That's about all she wrote for tonight. I gotta let that dry. Put some pre-stain on there. Sorry if my beard's scratching that. Put some pre-stain on there, and then stain that up, and that'll be finished. That's how she'll sit. This is made. I took this. What I did was I took the Svenborg and I sat the Svenborg in here. Okay. And that's how I decided to do it. Now I didn't have to cut this, but to get that cut out, I used a scroll saw, and that's okay. Because practice makes perfect. And the more you do it, the better you get. People have asked me, are you going to be turning pipes anytime soon? No. If I do make a pipe, I will attempt to make a pipe for myself and myself alone. There's a lot of things you have to learn when you're making a pipe. A goal is to make my own pipe that I can smoke, that I can enjoy, and hopefully I'll get to that point someday. So, with that, thanks for joining me. I just wanted to show you what I was finishing up here tonight. I'm going to finish that. I'll have it all stained up and ready to go before tomorrow evening. I probably won't do a video. I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow or not. I might not do anything till Monday, because I've got to get these projects done. I've got people waiting on stuff, and it's got to get done. And when it was nice out today, I had to cut some bushes down and get them out of the there was bushes up against the house that they're dead. They're no good. They're dead. So Mrs. Bearded Welshman helped me. She learned how to use chainsaw today and helped me cut some stuff. And we cut them out. So took them down, got them in the mulch pile. Now it's evening, and I'm going to do some work. So I'll talk to you all later. God bless. God loves you. I love you. Remember, light them up.